So if both parties, or let's say one party, decide not to lay some information about their past, pending on the fact that they wouldn't want to destroy something new they just started. And along the line, you find out, not from the person, probably from outsiders, or one thing led to the other, you got the information. What then do you do?
In building relationships, you don't give out too much information.
Yeah.
You're watching your relationship, how the person is taking the information.
Okay.
Yeah, so you're giving out information about yourself. You drop it in bits. Because when you drop too much at a time, the person can lose interest in you. The key thing is that don't try to be deceptive in a relationship. Just get it settled that whatever it is in your past, you will tell this person. Especially if you want something serious with the person. You have to tell the person. So, but it's just a matter of time. Hi.
Hello.
May I know you?
Yeah, my name is Anthony Oluchukwu.
Okay.
Yes. So how about you?
I'm Praise Albert.
Okay. Nice to meet you.
Same here. So I guess you have a lot of questions
Yes.
to ask.
Pertaining relationship and marriage.
Okay.
Yeah. So that of relationship, I would want to start with a scenario.
Okay.
Yes. In a situation where you get to meet somebody, probably to workplace, about depending on where, and you start communicating, talking, and you start finding this person interesting. You see yourself attracted to this person in so many angles, and then at some point it comes to your mind, okay, I would want to have something with this person. And probably the guy doesn't pop up the question and you decide to. Is it wrong in your part as a lady?
Okay, to approach the guy.
Yes.
As society, like you know, frowns at that to an extent.
Okay.
Yeah. The general impression is that the guy won't value you. That's the general impression because you're the one who made a pass at him, something like that. You know. So, but I think if you really like someone, you can express that.
Okay.
Yeah, you can express that to him, but I don't think you should come on strong.
Okay.
Do you
Probably
understand what
just
I
be
mean?
giving the person green lights.
Not really green light. I don't feel you should even give the person any light. I just feel you should just walk up to the person and say hi. Because for me, I don't know what you feel, but I just feel I see relationships as friendship. So I'm more into building friendships than that can graduate to can actually build up something different, you know. So I feel if you look at it as friendship, you just walk up to the guy and say, hi there, I'm so person.
Okay.
Yeah, and the guy's like, oh, hi, how are you? And all that kind of stuff. And then you bring up conversation. And you don't have to go to the guy and say, hi, I like you, I'm in love with you, I'm crazy about you, and all that.
It feels like, is this person all right?
No, I don't think that you should do that. I just feel you should just open doors for communication.
And communication. Okay, that's good. And okay, let's say for instance, it works out that way and it keeps going on, and this brings in the issue of trust, how the foundation of the relationship was laid. So if both parties, or let's say one party, decide not to lay some information about their past, pending on the fact that they wouldn't want to destroy something new they just started, and along the line you find out, not from the person, probably from outsiders, or one thing led to the other, you got the information. What then do you do?
Okay, like I told you, it's about friendship. So in the course of building friendship, you'll be talking. You're gisting with each other now. You relax. You're gisting with each other. You know, but remember, in building relationships, you don't give out too much information. You're watching your relationship, how the person is taking the information.
Okay.
Yeah, so you're giving out information about yourself. You drop it in bits. Because when you drop too much at a time, the person can lose interest in you.
Okay.
Yeah, so you try to create that suspense and
Right.
keep the interests, going and stuff like that. So you just watch out. The key thing is that don't try to be deceptive in a relationship. Just get it settled that whatever it is in your past, you will tell this person. Especially if you want something serious with the person. You have to tell the person. So, but it's just a matter of time.
Okay.
Watch and also remember, if it's something really big,
Yeah.
somebody's going to tell the person. So you don't wait too long.
So disclose it.
Yes, to disclose it. So you just know that there's going to be a right time for that, and it's just like you. Let's say you have a child. You had a child, and you just meet this guy and just say, "Hi, so yeah, I have gist for you. I had a child." Of course that's not working now. So a relationship that is not yet, you're not yet grounded, the friendship is not yet solid, and you're now scaring the guy out, that kind of thing.
So you need to build something strong.
Depending on how deep, as you're talking, you will be sharing information. He's sharing some past hurts, you're sharing
yours.
Yes, and you will just know this is the right time. I've got to tell this guy this, this is about me. And that's it, and you go from there. Because the truth is, if you don't, you need to tell the guy, because if he really likes you, he's going to stay. But if he doesn't like you.
But if it's something strong that it's probably not something you want for yourself and you get to find out, or you use because of the foundation or on how you built the relationship, and you tend to forget.
What do you mean by foundation of how you build the relationship?
Like you built it on a clean slate where, like you said, friendship, you are talking daily basis or your time, and you converse and lots of things. And with time, probably you tell this person, okay, there are times you ask, what are your dislikes? What don't you like? What are you looking forward for in a relationship? What are your expectations? There are times that those questions come in that you ask your partner. You understand? And then when you lay this on the table, and then this person comes back home and talks to them, okay, there is something I am supposed to tell him or her, and with what this person has said, should I open up or not?
Okay, let's say a guy tells you, well, I really don't want a single mother. Okay. That's a no-no for me. You tell him that right there. That's the right opportunity to tell him.
Okay.
If you skip that opportunity, then you are being deceptive. He's told you it's a no-no. Okay. You don't have to be afraid because he has told you this. Maybe he'll walk away from me and I really like him. That's deception now. Put your cards on the table.
And then it's now on him to know if he wants to continue.
Yes. Because he looks at that's a no-no for him. Yeah. But he will go back to process this. You give him time.
Okay.
Yes. If he really, really likes you, he can
come back and make the adjustments and stuff.
Yes.
Okay. That's good. So apart from communication, understanding, trust, what other key thing do one need in a relationship?
You said understanding?
Communication, trust.
Honesty.
Honesty.
It's a key thing.
Okay.
And self-development. Personal development. One of the reasons relationships are failing, marriage in particular is failing.
Yeah.
People are not developing themselves. Their character. Because everything about relationship is character. There's no big in this whole thing. There's no mystery in marriage. There's no mystery in relationship. It's just, I'm coming to a space with you.
Okay.
What am I going to deal with you? Is it how you feel? I can't touch it. I can't feel it. What are the things I'm really going to deal with you? It's your personality. It's your character. Right?
Okay.
That's what I'm dealing with you. So if there's something wrong, if you're not working on that aspect, we're going to have a lot of issues. There's going to be a lot of fights. There's going to be a lot of issues. That's why marriages are having problems. People are not developing themselves. They are not building themselves. They are not gaining skills, the right skills there are skills for relationship. There are skills you must build. Because and there are basic skills, whether for dealing with relationships in the office, or personal relationships, any relationship,
Okay.
you must have some skills.
All right.
And those skills are very, they are very generic, like this, communication skills.
Okay.
You think you can communicate. Everybody just says, but I can communicate now. No, that's not true. You can't communicate. Communicate still has a lot to do with listening. How many people are really listening? I'm talking to you. Your partner is talking to you. You're already thinking of a comeback.
Yes.
You're not listening to what the person is saying. And that's why and you start fighting. And the person says, but I just said this now. Did you say it? Because you're not, and you see a lot of misunderstanding because of that. People are not listening to each other. And that's why people are fighting. You know, there are so many fights come out from this. It's just the result of this. So another skill that people are not even working on, it's people skills. It's just how to fight. How to people don't know how to fight with each other. There are rules. I shouldn't.
So engage in fighting.
Yes. You don't fight because of based on how you feel, how angry you are. You must fight knowing that this is friendship. That's the significance of that scripture. When God, that particular action, when God made Adam to sleep.
Yes.
And he took something out of him to make a woman. What was he doing? He was letting him know the simple thing in marriage. You're creating space for somebody else. It's not about you anymore. It's about us.
Yes.
So now that it has gotten into marriage, we're coming to do life together. Okay. Excuse me, it's no longer about the way I like it. I'm going to have to readjust
some certain things.
Yes. I have to be more tolerant now. I have to be more understanding. I have to be empathic. I have to see things the way the other person sees things. I have to make efforts because it might not be my personality.
Yeah.
I might be a selfish person, so but I have to learn how to shift from that point. If I don't shift, we're going to quarrel. We're going to have a lot of issues.
Yeah.
There are going to be lots of issues that will come out of that. So if you want a peaceful marriage, you must make that shift must happen. Okay. That rib must come out. That shift must happen on both sides. In your mind, your emotions, everything it has to do. Yes. Now, these people did not do that through their dating process. They probably did not get to know each other to that point.
To that point.
Yes. Because guys who are very particular about toothpaste and stuff like that, there are guys who are very neat.
Okay.
Yeah. I call them like neat freaks. I don't like to use that word because some people get offended with that word freak.
They want you to place it the exact position where they left it.
Exactly. Now, if you're dating a guy like that, what I tell guys that is like, okay, that's good. When you were on your own, it was fine. But now that you're bringing somebody on board, both of you are going to do life together. I'm sorry, it's only if that person is also towing your line or being a neat freak, then that will fly. But imagine, because I know someone who got married to somebody who was the direct opposite. In fact, she was scatter queen. So it was fight initially until I just said, look, you people cannot do this. You have to shift because you're with a guy who is neat. You cannot continue to scatter things. You have to make effort. You too, you have to make effort. And the effort is to shut your eyes.
And
you have to tell yourself, okay. Because forget about the woman. When the children come in, who told you they will have respect for that? Those rules you're making, you kill them. You kill them because children, they will, as you drop your stuff here, they are picking it up, they don't know. So they pick it up and they are destroying it. And they'll tell you, oh, that is sorry. That is sorry. I have a friend who shared his experience. He said, this perfume he bought, $500,000.
Whoa.
He walks into the house and the perfume was just hit him and he's like, who touched my perfume? I wish it was a case of who touched my perfume. The child mistakenly
dropped it on the floor
and it's broke. $500,000. The guy, so that's why I said he must be emotionally intelligent. The guy would have, in fact, he would have killed his daughter. So he just walks in, looks at her, the girl was shaking. And she was like, Daddy, I'm sorry. Not as if she even knew the cost. She just knew that it was Daddy's perfume.
And
she was like, and the dad just looks at the perfume and says, okay, this is $500,000 gone. And he just goes in, changes, picks up his car key, drives off. goes to cool off somewhere,
Yeah.
comes back and say, hi girl, how are you, and everything, and that's over. And then he's telling me, and it's like, if you know how I felt, I wanted to kill this girl. You know, that's $500,000. It was a new perfume, $500,000 gone, just like that. How is he going to cough it out again to buy another perfume? You know, that kind of stuff, you know. So it's you have to accommodate, you have to make space. And now, why did that happen? Because he understood that it's not going to be like that again.
Yeah.
That's, you know, when you're bringing someone else into your space, it's not going to be the same again.
Yes.
Like the woman you were asleep, you just wake up this morning and you're like, I don't feel like cooking today. Imagine you have husband and children, you will feel. Stand up. You don't feel like
no
cooking.
matter how tired you are.
No matter how tired you are. That's the sacrifice now. That's the shift that you're making. You get up, and even because if you really build friendship with your husband, you can actually say, honey, I don't feel like getting up today. And he can rub your back and tell you, I know now, I just try. Okay, we'll do it together. You know, stuff like that.
Yes.
You know, and then you go out there, but you still have to stand up and do it. You know, that kind of stuff. So there has to be a shift. The guy just must realize that it's not going to be like that. You now have someone else in your space. Toothpaste is going to be pressed at the center. So when you come, press it back the way you want it and keep moving. I say, this woman, God, help me. You know, and you keep doing what you're doing and you keep moving. That's peace. That's when you understand that you're in marriage or in relationship. Yeah. So that's, for me, they didn't understand each other. They didn't take time. They were too busy loving up on each other. You know, being, I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you, you know, till, I can't wait to have you, I can't wait to marry you, I can't wait to marry you. And then they get married and they now face the realities of marriage. Yeah.
Okay, that's good. So, with this being said, in a situation whereby a man and his wife tend to have disagreement, and probably this disagreement is because of families, either from the man's side or from the woman's side. If it comes up that way, the argument becomes serious. Okay, let's say the mother of the guy comes to the house, the mother of the lady comes to the house, and it becomes a tug of war. I want to cook for my son, I want to cook for my child, things like that. And it becomes something that they get to fight every day. What do you do? Because some people be like, if your mother is here, my mother can come and stay. Or they'll tell you, I want my mother to come and stay with you for a while, and your mother is not doing this for me, she's not doing this for me, she's not doing this for me, so therefore you want your own mother. And the other guy tells you, okay, let's do it this way. And it becomes a disagreement. But then when you finally agree, okay, you come to a mutual agreement, let both mothers come for peace to reign. Then the both mothers becomes the issue. Now no longer the both of you, they become the issue, of which you have to support your own mother. In some cases they do, you support your own mother. Probably your mother is fighting for something that doesn't make sense. But then you can't turn your back on her now at some point, or probably you want to just be favoring her and both of you start having an argument. I do think that in some cases like that, why invite them?
Okay.
Yes, why invite them? If you gave birth, and I think the minimum or the maximum your mother should stay for Omugo should be like 3 months, or better still, less than that, and she goes. Case closed. But then most people, they want a year. Now is no longer Omugo now, you've come to stay. And definitely issues will start rising. Even if there was none, it will start rising, because it's either your mother-in-law or your mother is instigating something in that relation. She hears something and she feels like it's not supposed to be that. She starts instigating, issues start coming.
Okay.
So why then would you want to please your parents in that case? As a husband and wife, you're both there. Why invite them at all?
I'm actually confused.
Okay, the question is, is it necessary for both parents to come to the house, or for you to keep a family member in the house, probably for some circumstances or for some reason you bring in an external body. Should I use the word external body?
A family member, just a family member.
Okay, a family member, yes. You get to invite a family member to come stay in the house.
Yeah, there are many factors that could make you take that decision. But of course, it should never be a decision you're taking on your own without your spouse.
Okay.
It's a joint decision. So, and it shouldn't be, for me, this thing about the mother-in-law, mother coming to stay, for me, it's joblessness. It's your mindset. Yeah, it's your mindset. When you understand the complications these things bring, yes, you just, if you have to go, you don't even have to stay for 3 months. What I say for 3 months for? If you have stuff you're doing, I don't know what I say for 3 months for. What your child just needs probably is just how to, especially if it's a first child. You just teach your daughter how to, just bath the baby.
Yes,
for
basic things.
Yes, basically it's a week, 2 weeks. Baby girl, I'm out. I've got stuff to do. Enjoy yourself. Take care of the baby. One of the reasons actually that mothers do stay, let me be very honest, is you do the work so that your daughter can rest. And so you can actually get somebody to help her. Once she's done the bathing of the baby, she can go and sleep. And someone else, there can be a chef, there can be somebody that period can just be cooking for her. Let her rest, because she really needs to rest. Yes, let her rest, get herself back and all that. But you don't need to stay for. But if you have to stay for 3 months, you just stay for 3 months, and you must be a forerunner of peace. You can't go to your child's house and go and instigate problem there. You must be a forerunner of peace. Where you're seeing trouble trying to come out, if it's like there's trying to be strife because of please remove your presence. Back, have a house, go home. Don't be the reason your children are fighting. And if there are two, maybe the other spouse's parent, mom decides to come, that kind of thing. Why should you? If one person is, if you be the bigger person, and you can say if she wants to take over, let's not fight now. It's still your grandchild. Let's not fight. I don't see any big in it. So I don't think you shouldn't stay too long. You shouldn't stay too long, in your child's house. You shouldn't stay longer than necessary in your child's house. That's my thoughts.
That's good. I think with all this, we've kind of given more information and intro to relationship that some people should pick up and then learn. Probably this is where your relationship is lacking. You pick, at least I believe we've picked 1 or 2 things to help build our relationships and marriage. So I think we're good. Yes.
Right. Thank you. I'm happy to hear that.
Thank you very much. It was nice having you.
It was nice talking to you.